Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fanger, here to continue my Fate Grand Order Agartha Let's Plays. Hopefully this will be the last part, but I don't know. These fights are gonna be a bitch and a half. But we're just gonna jump in, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna have a fun time. Probably won't have a fun time, but we're gonna try. I want a specific one to pop up. That is the one. Okay. We're gonna see how this goes. Pray to the gods above that it works. Alright. My back. Alright. She's tough. Of course, after all, I don't want to die. I do not care. This is weirdly harder than it should be. Something's not right. It's not technique or experience. It's more like she just squirms away whenever it feels like I've got a clear shot. Is that so? I haven't noticed anything like that. I feel the same as Astolfo. I still can't use my sword against her, but I should at least be able to hold her in her place. And yet, she always manages to slip away at the last moment. What's going on? Allow me to tell you one of my traits. Now that I am a servant, no king can kill me. After all, the reason I became a heroic spirit is because I avoided death at a king's hands. Although, strictly speaking, it's only a skill that lets me move around in order to keep kings at bay. Blech. Aw, crap, are you serious? I guess I'm a prince. It technically affects me too. So anti-personal, but an anti-king skill. Maybe you should set this one out then. Master, this skill is making it easy for her to stall for time. Laputa's huge landmass has been slowly but surely moving this whole time. It's clear that this singularity took shape by combining with your noble phantasm. But what sort of magical energy could you possibly put together to make that work? How in the world did you manage the resources, the design? He's the one who told me how it would work. I was to summon servants to an enclosed underground world and have them fight one another. Such an environment would naturally lead to conflict. The more twisted, the better. So I decided to use a conquistador with an unabashedly twisted desire as the base of its design. Okay. As Columbus said, Agartha was indeed the sort of world he had long wished for. But he could not have guessed that the patron who granted that wish had even more deplorable motives. Speaking of Patreon, I have a Patreon, guys, and if you'd like to donate to it, well, link in the description. And I also have a coffee if you want to donate to that too. That one's for cosplay-related things, and yeah, just gotta plug it because apparently nobody knows about it unless you plug it. So anyway, because if you want to support the channel, there you go. It doesn't matter how it was all designed. The main goal was getting servants to fight, which means conflict between servants would lead to a vortex of magical energy. On top of that, the enclosed nature of the underground singularity enabled it to trap the vanquished servants' souls. And continuously exploit the energy generated as they attempted to return to the throne. That was the goal. It would then use that abundant energy to slowly make my story into reality. That sounds rather like having a horse turn a cogwheel by dangling a carrot before its nose. He also told me that this could be considered a kind of Holy Grail war. Great! Yeah, I got that feeling. Huh? A Holy Grail war that exists only as a twisted story, where no one attempts to seek the Grail. But before I knew it, the Holy Grail had already materialized in the form of a story come to life. Look out, Master! I think she's just trying to stall for time. If Laputa drops onto a major city, she'll have won. Please hurry. Okay then, time to bust out the cliches about how I've been holding back this whole time. I've fought alongside all of you, and I know how strong you are. You are indeed power enough to kill me if I let down my guard. So from here on, I leave it to you, Phoenix? Huh? Is it Phoenix? Or Phoenix? Okay. Okay.
Phoenix, I am Truth, Reunion, one of the 72 Demon God Pillars.
It's the Demon God Pillar. Please be careful. Phoenix, the Demon God of Death and Rebirth, thought to be identical to the Phoenix known in the West. Okay, so it is pronounced Phoenix? Phoenix, yeah. His number 37. His rank, Marquis. It's said that his every word is a natural poem. Okay. I see. That explains his unusual manner of speech. As to the quality of his poetry, I shall refrain from voicing my opinions. I would love to have Watson offer his opinion on it. Not that he is a poet himself, of course. But perhaps hearing what passes for poetry from this creature would inspire him to try his hand at it. I finally understand why I wasn't able to see the demon god lurking behind her before. A number of his values are inverted. In other words, numerically speaking, he's already dead. Now I see. We never saw him, because we never looked for something that was dead. This may only be a trick unique to the demon god of death and rebirth. But we probably shouldn't count on future demon god pillars being easily detectable either.
The reason I am here is to prove my friendship, to accept her for who she is. Life and death, unavoidable, self-life. Self-purpose, unavoidable. Life and death, simple death, no rebirth, only acquired by melding with me. Her wish, her dream, not to die, not to live. Found it, I found it. Answer, the answer.
Sounds like you actually sympathize with her. You actually understand what this demon god is saying, Master. More or less? That's amazing. No wonder you're the Master. I didn't have the faintest idea. I may not know what he is saying, but I do know what he is attempting. Yep. Now that he's not hiding anymore, he's gonna try and do us in personally. Let's do this, Master. Let's show him how he's no different from any of the other 1,000 of pillars we've whooped before. Our target is Phoenix, the 37th demon god pillar. Please destroy him, Master. I'm gonna try. I don't know how well it'll go, but I'll try. We'll see how that goes. Very curious to see how this fight's gonna go, though. We'll see. Demon god pillars, they never cease to exist. Alright, let's do it. Shouldn't be that hard, but we'll find out.
神たるファラオの武勇を見せるとし地上にあってファラオに不可能なし万物万象我が手中に
Popping this first because, yeah. Why not, right? Alright. Let's see what his attacks are like. Alright. Let's do this. So I heard Arthur's good against this fight.
でいこう。
地上にあってファラオに不可能なファラオの真意を見るがいい。
I want to make it all. There we go. That works. Let's do Arthur, Ozzy, Ozzy.
決着をつけよう。
Let's see how you do, my boy.
シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
少年
Okay, you see, people said that was good to use him, but it's not clearly. Because he has the X-Giant enemy thing, but... Oh, okay. Okay, that sucks, but...
切り伏せ任せて。
It's like, that sucks, but okay.
キャー。
ダジャクダジャク。
If you could stop that, I'd like Merlin to use this thing one more time before you continue your shit.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Let's
王の話をする
do
としよ
that.
う。星の宇宙に物見の見て楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の無通りがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
This isn't so bad so far, but I bet we had to fight him more than once, I'm sure, because obviously. Alright, oh, he's blocked. Poopy. Poopy. That Ozzy is stunned or whatever.
どうかな。
Charmed, whatever.
柄ではないんだけどね。
Alright then, that's a thing. Well, let's just do all of them. Just do all of them. It's fine. It's fine. Might as well.
星の宇宙に物見の見て楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の無通りがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
少年
Now, Ozzy.
全能の神よ、我が業を見よ。そして平服せ。ラムセウム。
Much good, but could have been better, but that's alright. Alright,
お望み
I'll try to get Ozzy's thing back up.
どうかな。か
もろい。
Okay, Merlin's still alive, surprisingly. Ooh, okay. Go ahead and do this.
全能の神よ、我が業を
Because next turn they might all die. Maybe not Ozzy, but we'll see.
もろい。ダジャクダジャク。
I know Arthur and Merlin are gonna kick it, but I'm not sure about Ozzy. Okay, well Merlin kicked it. Arthur very close to kicking it, but not quite.
倒れません。
ファラオの真意を見るがいい。
倒れません。
そうか。わかった。そうか。わかった。そうか。わかっ
Alrighty.
ああ切り
Why
捨
not?
ててみせるともシール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
少年
か叩きつけ
Almost done.
銀汁は再生と死の断り、またの名を呪いという。
Oh. Okay.
戦望の炎。
Alright then.
次はない了解
Let's finish this. Maybe. Can you? Oh, come on, guys.
程度か
You could have finished him off, guys. Like, come on, really? You know what? We'll let Mashu do the honors, because y'all dumb.
次の生と次の死。なぜ逃れられぬ。
I wish they would subtitle that.
つまら
They
ん
did for Goita and his shit. Why not do it for these
世
guys?
が出る必要もなかった
Yay, we did it. But there's more to go. I'm sure, because there's more shit. Yeah. Fergus! But I'm not the only one.
Sorrow, doubt. Are we evil? No, no, no. We are nature. As such, we must be one mind, one body. Her equals Felix. Our wish, not to die while alive. Our fate, to be reborn once dead. Compulsion for existence, contradiction. Our wish, never to be granted. We are both slaves to our wish. But if all living things wish not to die, if we live forever, without being stripped of that, that is not a wish, it is a curse. We cannot help but want to break it. To break it.
You're not dead. I obviously know you're not dead. Did, we get him? The demon god pillar's signal is gone, but... Huh? Master, I'm picking up a faint servant reading nearby. Please be careful. Her? Okay, well, she's almost dead. Phoenix, you were the only one to ever understand me. He's not dead. But... What's going on? Nothing has changed. The ending has already been written. After all, Laputa has already materialized. Even if the demon god vanishes or I die, it will still plummet to the earth. Not a story, but reality. Parts of it may be damaged, but that doesn't matter. It should still retain its form until impact. There is nothing anyone can do to stop it. This is the final chapter for all of you, and for me. At last, my wish will come true. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Alright, story chapter. Let it go. Let go. It looks like this is it. But if I just disappear now, I truly would be pathetic. Oh, what are you doing? Fergus, your wound is too deep. Stay down. No, it's okay. Young and weak as I am, I knew there was no way to escape grievous injury while trying to battle a demon god pillar. But this time, my experience won out. Thanks to the training I've undergone in Agartha, I was able to escape with my life. Only barely. That said, I don't have much time. So before I go, I'd like to talk to her. But your spirit origin is just barely holding together. And besides, nothing you do about her will help to stop Laputa. I think he's got something in mind. The young, wounded warrior, the powerless, helpless, half-baked child, who never truly had a role to play in this story. You can't stop this. You simply cannot. Even if you sully your innocent hands by ending my life now. Laputa will not be erased. You're wrong. What I'm going to erase is your fear of death. Huh? You are a strong woman. You may have had the demon god pillar's help, but you still planned, constructed, and created the story. More than that, you never gave us the slightest hint that it was you, even though we were right by your side. You were nothing if resilient. And not just you. Every woman, whatever, I met here in Agartha was strong. Bleh, words. Dahut, Wuzetian, Penth, the Pirates of Wise, and the subjects of the Nightless City, the Amazons of El Dorado. They were all strong in their own ways. Thanks to that, I see now just how narrow-minded I used to be. How foolish it was to think that women were who were nothing but chastised, dainty creatures that were only fit for sewing, that they could never be valiant opponents against whom to draw my sword. What is your point? Are you saying that, now that you know how strong women are, you're ready to kill one yourself? I told you, even if you kill me. No, it's not that. My point is that I eventually realized that when I was alive as well. That version of me met, saw, spoke to, and did battle with strong women. I can't even remember some names, only faintly. Medeb, Maeve, whatever. Maeve, Skahak, Maeve of Connacht, is that how you say that? Skahak, the queen of the land of shadows. Ify, ferocious as a wild dog. Ify, who the fuck's Ify? Daedry, who fiercely fought her awful fate. Ness, who offered up her body so her child could be a king. No doubt I met these women after I was fully formed. But even before I met them, there must have been other similarly strong women as well. That's what caused me to realize how men and women ought to be. I don't understand what you're talking about. There's no point in bringing up your past. Yes, there is. If I'm going to stop you, I need to tell you about myself, about how greedy I was. Greedy? Really? You've been all stoic and earnest, and a real nut for training all this time. I mean, that I was greedy for a king. I wanted it all, so I had no choice but to train. It was a sign of my desire, and my anxiety. It's the same with my greed. Mash, do you remember what you told me before? You said that no matter what else may happen, as long as you remain yourself, you'll become who you're meant to be. I did? Yes, maybe I did. That's exactly what I'm talking about. In the same way that I came to realize how strong women are. And time I spent here in Agartha merely let me experience things I would eventually learn anyway. Some women loved to plunder, some were bound by social norms, and some simply obeyed their leader. What's more, every one of them lived happily in their own way. They all had strong points and shortcomings. Nobody's perfect, that's the point. I'm a simple man at heart, so I wanted to resolve that complexity. I wanted to know if it was possible to lead a nation in a way that everyone could accept. As I said before, I'm greedy. I couldn't stand the idea of everyone not being happy. Yeah. So, as I learned more about Agartha, I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. In the end, I realized something I should have known all along. What's that, exactly? The truth is... No. 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 No way, don't tell me. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna be like the guy. I thought he was gonna be possessed or some shit. I don't know, okay. I'm not cut out to be a king. Huh? After all that build-up, that is all you wanted to say? I thought he was gonna be like the demon god pillar coming into him or something. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, hold the phone. Are you getting possessed or some shit? Or like, what? No, he's just being weird and stupid. Okay, gotcha. So I was like, fuck. No, of course not. There's more to it than that. To make a long story short, I realized this morning that I don't measure up. To put it bluntly, I just don't have what it takes to be a king. You all saw that much sooner than I did, but I finally see it for myself now. Thank you all for being kind enough not to say anything. Do your best to stay quiet with a straight face. I never did become a king, or rather, I didn't stay one for very long. True, according to legend, you agreed to step down from the throne for a year and pass it on to your lover's child from a previous marriage. But after the year had passed, your subjects still wanted your lover's child to continue ruling. So you gracefully stepped aside and became a mere warrior, or so the legend goes. Gracefully, huh? That's a nice way to put it, but I doubt I had any other choice. By that time, I'm sure I had already realized what I know now. That I didn't have what it takes to be a king. That I was so greedy, it would be wrong for me to pursue that greed from the throne. And that fulfilling it as an ordinary man was the right thing to do. In other words, I learned that I was only really suited for cherishing things I love. And what are those? Fighting and women, of course. Senpai, he's starting to sound more like the usual Fergus. I know, Mash. Let's not bring that up now. Incidentally, Da Vinci had it backwards. I gave Concobar the throne, that's how you say that name, so I could take Ness as my lover. Essentially, I sold my crown all because I wanted a woman's body. Pretty despicable of me, isn't it? Blech. Once again, where are you going with all this? I've never heard such an incoherent story in my life. Really? I was hoping you would give me some leeway on that, since I'm a warrior rather than a storyteller. But alright, I'll get to the point. Basically, I learned that about the strength that women possess. Yeah, no shit, that's obvious. I learned that they are equals, and in many ways, rivals, and are worthy of devoting my life to pursuing. What about you? What do you mean? Let me ask you about Agartha. You created it so that women would be the dominant gender. Why? I already told you. I used Columbus' desire as the base for... Are you sure about that? Columbus's desire was to get rich by selling slaves. There was no reason those slaves had to be women. As far as he was concerned, the fact that Agartha was full of women was simply icing on the cake. He would have been perfectly happy and acted the same even if it had been dominated by men. If you had made this world in line with his desire, it could have just easily as been a world ruled by oppressive kings rather than queens. But instead, you went out of your way to make it ruled by women. Why? I'm not... I see. So you did it unconsciously, without understanding why. My guess is... you did that because you inherently fear men. You see them as being inextricably linked with death. Yes, words. Huh? That's why you want to keep them under control and have them treated as livestock rather than people. Based on what you told us before, it was clearly that king who instilled this fear in you, no shit. He was a truly terrible person, making you endure such a torment for 1,000 nights. He was not fit to be a king, just as I, though for different reasons. Be that as it may, what does it matter? That's why I have to tell you that you're wrong. Now that I've realized the connection between me, the Fergus Makarok, Riok, whatever, I don't know, who wanted to be a good king, and the Fergus who knows men and women ought to be, how they ought to be. Bleh. I have to make sure you understand the truth I've grasped. Please let it be something reasonable. You need men and women. I mean, he's not wrong. But to make children. Blah. I didn't have to do that. Thank you, game. A very sound conclusion. What a profoundly mundane truism? Truism? What are you talking about? That's just common sense. Yes, it is, and yet you don't seem to grasp it. Yes, men can and do bring about death, but it's ridiculous to think of them in only that way. There is a much more important role that men and women both share. It's something you should be thinking about long before you think about dying or being killed. No, I don't get it. I don't understand. To begin with, how I think about death or men is none of your business. Fergus just walks over and sticks it. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. And even if you do erase my fear of death, there is still nothing you can do to stop Laputa. That's... Indeed, Laputa will not stop. It will only continue on its path towards the destruction of fantasy. Who's talking? Huh? Hello? Okay. Hello? Who dat? Hello? Person? Thing? Something? Ruler class. Okay. Well, anyone got any Avengers? Yeah, I mean, we'll pop a thing there, because, let's see, so rulers are weak to Avengers. Well, let's get my Avengers. Let's get you, and let's get Dante's. And we'll set the party like this, and hope and pray it works. Yeah, let's see, what's this, sure, that's good, that's fine, you're fine. We'll just, go and see how this goes. But who was talking to them? Hello? Indeed, Laputa, yeah, we saw you say this. Who is this? Okay. Why is the body of one of the resistant members talking? Oh, whoa, that's some crazy text. I thought you were a storyteller. Whatever her name is. Why are you listening instead of telling? That's some crazy looking text. That's pretty cool, though. You're... Oh, hi.
I thought we had talked about our fear of death, about the quality that's inevitably accompanies life.
That's... Okay. I like the text there. My, what a horrible voice. That sounds more in line with what his legend describes. Perhaps it has something to do with his new form. At least he's talking in normal sentences now. Is that his new form, or did the poetry just get old? Either way, it certainly simplifies matters. At any rate, I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that a demon of death and rebirth is hard to kill. Yeah, that's what I thought. At the risk of being repetitive, he's technically already dead. That goes for both the human he's using as a vessel and the demon god pillar himself. And yet, he's still here, in the physical world. How's that even possible? How do we kill something that's already dead? Phoenix.
My friend, the one who understands me,
I like the text. The text is really cool.
the one who wants for life and death. Didn't I tell you about the many times I have died, about the unfairness of it all? I know you have told me about the many times you have died, about the unfairness of it all. And I told you this, that you hadn't reached the same conclusion as me, a demon god, me who has transcended human understanding. Thus it is truth. It always is truth. It is well for those with many lives who also experience death many times.
Yes, you're right.
But why not? No matter what this level may be plotting, a wish will be granted. As long as I am here, no, even if I fall now, this fantastical city will succeed in its ascent and destruction of a real city, or an inherentia alone. There is no way to stop it. It is I who shall see that the will of the 72 demon gods is done. The incineration of humanity may no longer be possible. There is no end of ways to bring about their end. My true ambition in developing the mystical city is to burst the bubble of human understanding. May its fall bring about humanity's destruction.
You're wrong. Sorewa chigau yo. Okay. That's right. I'm certain there is. But to figure it out and actually do it, it seems clear that we'll need to defeat this demigod first.
That too is impossible. The very nature of my being is all I need to declare that my destruction at your hands will never happen. What a pity. You are merely a death stalker. Stay there and bear witness at the walls of life and death are blended together with fantasy. I promise you that this detestable death will be the last death you shall ever have to suffer.
Okay. The demon god pillar has reappeared. His threat level is even greater than before. So we didn't splat him hard enough the first time? Man, he's tough. Nonetheless, I'm afraid we have no choice. We will destroy him as many times as we must. I'm afraid I'm not yet the Knight of the Red Branch. I'm still on my way to becoming that. But even so, I promise to use everything currently at my disposal to make up for being miscast. I guess we'll just have to find a way to destroy him while we fight. At any rate, we finally found our ultimate objective. He may be one of Goita's pesky remnants. But I bet that if Goita were here now, he'd be clutching his ears saying, "We have no need for one such as this," after hearing him speak. I have no love lost of the... What? I have no love lost for the king of demon gods, but we can at least pay him the minimum amount of respect we owe to any formidable opponent. Blech. On behalf of Callia and all of humanity, destroy the demon god Phoenix. Get him, Sarah. Can do, will do. He will die, hopefully. Maybe we will die. I don't know how well this is gonna go, to be honest, but we're about to find out. Oh boyo. Oh boyo, let's do this. And hopefully we don't die. I'd like to not die. Okay. Whew. That looks pretty cool, though. He looks kind of like a caterpillar. Demon god caterpillar. He's got guts. Damn. How many times do we have to kill him? No, seriously, how many times do we have to kill him? Alright, let's pop that. Ah, this music. I love this music. It's good. It's very good. Okay then, that's a lot of damage. It's like, that's a lot of damage, my dude. Alright. First, I'm gonna focus on Jalter doing her attack, and then I will do Dante's probably. Not bad at all. Oh, okay. Well, he's got guts though, so. Oh, okay. How many times do we have to do this? How many times does he revive himself? Hold on. Unremovable. Well, how the hell do we defeat him? Like, is it just gonna fade after so much? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because that's gonna be a problem. How do you... Does it just... I don't know. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. To be honest, I'm not sure how we're gonna be able to do this. Okay. I really am not sure how we're gonna do this. Please don't die, Jalter, Dante's. I feel like Dante's might. Merlin, obviously. Okay. Okay. let's... I want to wait. Well, I should have used Dante, so he'll probably die next turn. Oh well. Okay, well. Let's just do this. Oh, okay. How many times are you gonna revive? Oh, okay. Whew. Cause I was like, that revival shit's kind of stupid. Like, can you not? Okay. Now we have to fight him again, don't we? Like, but we have to do it again, don't we? Okay. 2 more times. 2 more times. So let's do the same strategy. Let's see. That seems like a good one. Well, no. Let's try to get a better one. Sure, why not? Okay, and let's just do the same team. And hope it works. Because it seems what works, you know? Alright. Our attacks are landing, but we can't seem to kill him. Well, no shit. This is no time for compliments, but no wonder he is called the demon god of death and rebirth. We're kind of worn out after all this fighting. If something doesn't give, I don't like our chances.
Crushing, loathsome, burning, lamentable, beheading, unwatchable. Now, the manner of your deaths.
Oh, hun babies. His offense is relentless. Master, I think you should do something. Don't worry, we'll get a chance. I'm sure of it.
Ragnarok then. Wonderful. This will link life and death like never before.
I've been waiting for this moment. Who's this? Huh? Hello? Oh, hey.
I am unable to kill her, for I am, without doubt, a king greater than any other. And as you had bonded with her, I cannot kill you either. Thus, I had no choice but to hide, and bide my time for the chance to strike. But now that you have separated, that time has come.
Little Woo. It's kind of cute. What do you think about it?
How dare you address me, the greatest empress who ever lived, so informally? Your insolence goes too far. Damn it, I forgot what I was calling you. Well, no matter. I shall not soon forget this transgression, Sarah.
Funny how she still remembers your actual name.
Silence, pink-haired hussy. Do not misunderstand me. You don't call him that. This nation is still mine. I am still alive after all, and I certainly never relinquished my throne. Blah. As such, this hooligan is nothing more than a nuisance to my nation. If he thinks he can float my land to the sky and drop it unpunished, this fool is gravely mistaken.
Lusetian.
Right. Her signal didn't disappear when Megalos crushed her in the Nightless City.
But I never saw exactly why that happened. Blech.
I assumed her spirit origin signal had vanished after that attack.
But she could have just been using her skills as an assassin to conceal her presence this whole time.
You wasted your effort, interloper. Cursed Lusetian, what can you hope to?
Once I have found a criminal, the next step is obvious. Torture, 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 and more torture!
Okay.
Torture is the art of keeping one's victim alive as long as and agonizingly as possible while killing him. Now plunge into my deadly pot, demon god.
Grr! Irksome flea! Little Woo. I like that nickname.
Idiot, simpleton, fool! Don't you stand there? Surely you can find a way to kill even the demon god of death and rebirth if he's being kept in the state of both life and death. Now hurry and finish him off.
How? He's all wriggling around and stuff, and he's surrounded by a poisonous bog. No, I see. So this is why I'm here. Fergus? Dion, Astolfo, Sarah. The rest is up to you. Don't worry, I never had more than a bit part to play. It won't make any difference to the story if I'm gone. What are you doing? Hey! You're not seriously going in there!
What is that fool doing? Jumping into my noble phantasm!
I've read this right. This is melting pot of life and death, shaped and molded by the pain of torture. Is another plane of existence, one where the very concepts of life and death mingle together. So when I die here, and simultaneously come back to life, that should give me a chance to try again. Chance to try again? This pot is truly a place where life and death are mixed together. And if, as still developing Fergus, who would ordinarily never see even exist, I am able to accept both life and death at the same time, and in that moment, that should create a link to the version of me who should have been summoned all along. So you're trying to force a connection between your death and your rebirth. That is certainly bold of you. You're essentially trying to resummon yourself. But it could work. It would only be for a moment, but that would let you make contact with your older self. Except, you were already fairly injured to begin with, so that torturous noble phantasm could end up actually killing you. How are you planning to go about the rebirth part? With this! A Tamate Bako! You still had one? It's the one Columbus tried to use. Luckily, it happened to land near me. Ugh. There's no more time. Here goes nothing. I'm going to accept this pain and death, and use the Tamate Bako's magical energy to be reborn instantaneously. At the same time, I will at least part of my true self's existence on the space between life and death, and make it my own. Here goes! Fergus! That's it! That's it! Grow. Grow like a rainbow. A rainbow. Become a sword of infinite strength, but a sword nonetheless. Oh, the sword! For my rainbow sword of unending lake. Is also a spiral sword. My spiral rainbow sword, blog, yeah, that bulg, whatever. That is the sword the other Fergus carries. That little dagger? Really? With this sword, even at the rainbows. Okay. Even a careless strike made in anger can annihilate 3 hilltops. Its power is great enough to destroy even entire landscapes. As such, I choose to crush both the demon god who internally wanders between life and death, and this land of fantasy fully beneath my feet. Incredible. Kala de bog, absorbing all the surrounding magical energy as it spins. which is causing it to spin even faster. Rainbow, spill forth where the spiral leads. That word. Ote. Ote. That happened. Yeah! It's anime noises. Okay. Still not enough, huh? In that case, Sarah, finish him off!
Impudent boy, staring at my noble phantasm like a mixing bowl. Well, what are you waiting for? Do it! Master, we can't waste this opportunity they've created for us.
This ends now. Alright, let's do this. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's finish this shit. Please don't have guts. It's gonna have guts, isn't it? Yep, it's got guts. Thick. Of course it does. Shouldn't be surprised.
よし戦いだ苦手だけど全力でいこうか
Shouldn't be surprised that it has guts, considering.
お望みのままに星の宇宙に物見の楽園の星
Of course it has guts. How many, though?
ガーデン・オブ・アバロン
Alright.
お任せ夢のように片付けようこの辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか
I don't want to use all the things yet because I think she could maybe do this in one thing. Let's see.
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向
Or bring it very close, at least. Okay, well, not quite, but...
汝の道はすでに途絶えた
こんなところこんなところ それでいい
Then Dantes can come in here and do this for us.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンフェル・シャトーティス
Alright. Let's do that. Alright, alright. Gonna pop that evade.
いじった方がいいんじゃないか
And
王の話をするとし
let's do that.
星の宇宙に物見の楽園
We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. I believe.
ガーデン・オブ・アバロン
If I just play my cards right, I think we'll be able to do this, but...
私めるが神秘と地のことは全てが分かるそして消える
Of course the burn exists, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright,
報復の時全ての邪悪を
let's try that.
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向ラフロンドメントニュ
Okay, then Dante's can come in, and then she can come in.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンジェル・シャトーティス
Merlin will not last much longer. Which sucks, in a way, but what can you do? Merlin's dead next time. Yep. Or you just do that. It's like, or just do that. That too. You know. That works too, I guess.
これで耐えます落ち着いていい
There you go, Jalter. Good on ya. Okay. Let's save it and let's do.
はいいい
残酷なことだ
Don't think Mash will survive that, but
全てが分かるそして消える
oh no, she did. Surprisingly enough, I'm very surprised that Mash survived that. All right.
全ての邪悪
火などいらぬ
I'm very surprised Mash survived that.
全ての傷全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷権限せよローダーキャメロットこれは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向ラフロンドメントニュヘイ
我が行くは温州の彼方アンジェル・シャトーティス
That's gonna be a little bit of annoying because okay. Oh, Guts is gone. Heck yeah, boy. Oh, I wish that would come back though.
残
Hey, that's my boy. We did it. Except I think we had to fight him one more time.
消えたいのだ
No, I think we're done. We did it.
見事な采配です先輩
Yay, we did it. I'm like, one more time? No, we're done. Yay. That's actually easier than I thought it would be. Well, looky there. We did it. Heck yeah. Yay! Now it's just one more chapter. And that's just a read. So, yay! I'm so glad we did it! Yatta! Alright, let's finish this. Let's finish Agartha for once and for all, finally.
The demon god pillar is slowing down. It's working.
Almost there!
Please stop it. You're destroying Laputa. If you do that, I'll have to die. Over and over. Who knows how many times again. This poison's not so bad once you get used to it. It's starting to feel more like a nice hot bath, at any rate. I told you that men and women have an important role.
but you still don't get what comes after that. Huh? It's okay to live in fear of death. That's a feeling everyone has to different degrees. But it's because death inevitably comes at the end, then you have to make sure to enjoy life. He's not wrong. A good life is one spent enjoying the pleasures it offers. Enjoying food, enjoying drink, enjoying battle, enjoying sex, enjoying laughter. I have every sympathy for you that you weren't able to live like that. But even if you weren't, you should still find a way to smile. That exquisite body of yours is wasted if all you are is miserable. Blech. Groan. Ow! Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry, forget I said that. You are a strong woman and to have fought death for so long. But the time for that is over. Now you should live your life in a way that makes you happy. The way you're living now, always shrinking away, the fear of death constantly hanging over you to the point where you can't muster even the slightest hint of joy. How is that any different from being dead? I don't know about you, but the idea of living your whole life, dreading what comes at the end, doesn't sound like much fun to me. If you're prepared to destroy the world, all because you don't want to die, you got that much strength within you. Then show me you're also prepared to meet life head on with a smile. I don't understand. I'll never understand. I can't smile. What would be the point? Men are suckers for women with lovely smiles. Naturally, that goes for me too. So if you smile, you'll be able to land yourself a real catch like me. Shut the fuck up. Huh? If you landed me, I'd gladly make love to you. I'd do everything in my power to ensure we had beautiful, healthy children. And I'd protect you from all manners of deaths, from the pain and frustration that life keeps throwing at you, as much as I possibly can. Sure, Fergus X, what's her face? I'll ship it. Is he confessing his love for her, or is he sexually harassing her? Which is it?
No, this is Fergus's way of being encouraging. Never mind what he's saying. His voice is filled with such life-affirming energy. It is practically brimming with energy.
Might inspire that sort of reaction in you, Miss Mash. That's a fine compliment indeed. But then, I guess that's no surprise, seeing as that was also one of my best pickup lines yet. There's not a woman in the world who wouldn't fall for it. I didn't. And I haven't let off my spiral sword one bit either. A true Celtic warrior is one who both gets the girl and saves the world. Jesus Christ. That is the most arrogant, bull-headed, egotistical, moronic, self-centered way of thinking with one's phallus I've ever heard, damn it. Those words are no more than wind. They are utterly hollow. There's no way to protect someone from all manner of deaths. It's absolutely impossible. You got a point there. It may have been a bit much. If someone like Miss Hawk were to attack us, we'd be pretty thoroughly screwed. He's not wrong. But even in times like that, there'd be something there to replace your fear of death. And I think the quickest way there is to help you get over it. Have you ever been attended to a handsome man when you were ill, or a beloved child squeeze your hand while you were laid up in bed? I don't understand. Just what are you trying to say? It's normal to fear death. But fear can be laid to rest by living a meaningful life. Exactly. You see, oh beautiful bodied one, Even the young master gets it. Well, I have seen it firsthand a lot by now. If a man you loved from the bottom of your heart, or a child you had raised with tender care, were by your side, you wouldn't even have time to fear death. I imagine you're only saying such things because you've never been able to negate that fear.
Not yet. No, not yet.
What? The tentacles are shooting out from his body. Head for... Oh no! I can't believe he still had that much strength left.
It hurts. I'm dying. I'm dying while living. I'm dying in the middle of being a provincial contradiction. When life becomes death. I'm too exhausted to escape this voided space of both life and death. Who can I escape from the spiraling rainbow gouging away at me? You. Give me the last of your strength, your life, even a little too. I'll die like this. The concept I represent will end without dying. Somewhere, in the concept of the phoenix will have a worthless, meaningless end, where it dies countless times without rebirth. I'm melting. I'm sinking. It hurts to infinitely hurry and give them to me, you laggard. I don't want to die. Hurry up, it hurts. How many times have I suffered the pain of death? The pain of fear, the fear of death. It's not fuck. It's not fair, we're the only ones. The only ones. It's not fair. It's not right. I won't accept it.
Hurry! You must finish him off! Or perhaps we should use a projectile of some sort to finish off her instead. Wait, hang on. Don't think we need to do that. No, this time, I refuse.
What are you doing? Have you gone mad, my friend? I thought you feared death as I do, but you understood it like I do.
Indeed, I do. I understand it very well. I know that I won't change, even when this transcendent life ends, and the next begins anew elsewhere. I have little doubt that I will again be dreading the prospect of death. But despite that, Phoenix, the way you are now is just a bit unseemly.
What is this? What is this? What is this? You?
Fearing death as I do, I can't help but be particular about the manner in which I die. And at the least, I've decided I don't want this death to be at the hands of something as unseemly as you. It is that simple.
I can't keep this up any longer. Now's the time. Bring him down.
As you wish, my little empress. Hurrah! Kill.
Life, death, life, death, life, death, life, death, death, death.
Yay, it's over, finally.
No, that's how the daughter of a poor government official would laugh. Yes, there we go. That's how an empress should laugh. I worked really hard, you know. I studied as much as I could. I memorized books, poems. I expressed my desire to play. Everything I did to get where I wanted to go. I am an empress. I decided that's what I would be. So that's what I will be. Right to the end. The criminal got the punishment he deserved. Well done.
Rosetian.
I only came to see that this criminal was properly punished. I had no interest in saving any of you. You hear me?
I know, but we thank you anyway.
Still, since I was able to torture that imbecile who tried to overthrow my nation myself, I'm in a rather good mood. An excellent mood, in fact. So just for today, I may just permit you to pat my head, or give me candy if you like me.
Cute. But I don't like her still. Y'all okay? Maybe. We'll see her again someday. True. Our lives are prone to be unexpected goodbyes and meetings alike. That's just how it is. And right now, we are still here. As I said, I know that I won't change, not one bit. But I think this is your fault that I did that. You sure you haven't changed just a bit? It's because you said the fear of death could be laid to rest by living a meaningful life. I simply cannot possibly believe that. But it did get me thinking, just a little, in a simplistic, fleeting, reflective sort of way, without any thought as to what the future may actually hold. But how I might prefer to die when the time comes. Dying with those I love by my bedside, secure in the knowledge that I'd lived a full life. Or dying by becoming part of something unseemly, is just using me as an energy source. I thought, given the choice between those two possibilities, which should I choose? And I merely ended up choosing the former, without even realizing I had done so. That is all. I see. Still, I'm glad to hear it. Fergus. Now, don't look at me like that. I pushed myself well beyond my limits after all. This was bound to happen when it was all said and done. Ugh. Both my body and spirit are in tatters at this point. But having my presence and my past, my life and my death, all in one form like this, isn't so bad. Hey, you. If I got you to believe in living a meaningful life, then I guess all that blathering of mine paid off. Even if that belief only lasts for a short time. For this short time. If you can, I hope you'll also sit down at some point and reread the events that took place here in Agartha as one of your own stories. And that you'll come to see yourself as the woman who despised immortality in the end. Blech. Be a lot more constructive than going through life always thinking about how you don't want to die. I don't know about that. I still don't understand at all. I see. In that case, you need a teacher you can depend on. Someone like Fergus. As handsome a man as you'll ever find. No, you're not. The next time you come to life, make sure you seek me out. Let me make love to you. Do that, and you'll be sure to understand. Just, oh, it's so gross. Disgusting. Okay, that's clearly sexual harassment. What a strange man you are. Oh-ho! Does that mean you'll do it? Not at all. I refuse from the bottom of my heart. In fact, I thoroughly detest dealing with you in any capacity. Damn, savage. You're slightly more bearable as you are now, but I refuse to meet your adult self, who would lead to an entirely different, perhaps worse, kind of death. You have a point there. I have made a great many women feel as though they were about to die from sheer bliss. Doubt. Big doubt. Now look what you've done. My end approaches. I have no time to prepare because you got me thinking about what kind of death you would give me. Ah, now I see. So this is what you meant. Bye, bitch. Maybe she did smile in the end. At least a little. Sure, Fergus. Sure she did. Now then, I think it's time for me to go too. I may have been a miscast from the start, and I couldn't even do a good job as a bit part player. But to be honest, I enjoyed adventuring in this underground world with you all. I have no regrets. I hope we meet again someday, if we get the chance. Next time, I hope I can drink with you to my true knight form, without any reservations. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Some bit player he was. That kind of extra doesn't even leave room for the stars. Indeed, given that he so brilliantly prevented Laputa from crashing into the land. Yep, he was the lead role. No two ways about it. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but now's not exactly the time to be getting all sentimental. Thanks to Fergus' spiral sword physically destroying Laputa's landscape, it's completely come to a halt. And we no longer have to worry about falling on a major city. However, the trade-off is that the singularity has disappeared, which means Laputa is going to completely fall apart. In other words, the chances of your survival are dropping rapidly even as we speak. Okay, I take that last part back. Fergus isn't the lead anymore. Where's he get off destroying the grounds we walk on with so much as a Astolfo, may I? Agreed, though I do not believe there was any time to discuss it, nor any alternative solution at hand. Mash, the first thing I need you to do is calculate where the wreckage separating Laputa will land. Done. Don't worry. It's going to fall on the Tibetian Plateau. There are no people there. In that case, we'll worry about it later. I do feel a little bad for all the nature and wildlife that's going to be majorly affected by this, though. I also don't envy the people from the association this time who have to deal with this mess. But oh well, nothing I can do about that. No siree. Now then, next order of business. Rescuing the people still in Laputa. Can't you just race shift master out of here? There are other humans here as well, as you may recall, namely, the surviving resistant members and the men who have been imprisoned. Oh crap, I forgot all about them. Maybe my hippogriff could... No, there's no way he could carry everyone. What do we do? Wait, I just remembered, Astolfo. Remember the resistance men you put to work? Thanks to them, the survivors should all be gathered in one place now. There's no way we can help them escape, Mademoiselle Da Vinci. Just call me Da Vinci. Anyway, I know we have to do something about them. The question is, what? I'm running all sorts of simulations as we speak, but there's so little time. Oh crap, the shaking is getting even worse. Don't think we got time to wait for the perfect solution. But for the moment, I'll get my trusty hippogriff and make sure there are no stragglers. If I find any, I'll bring them to the meetup point. So make sure you think of a way to get out of here. In the meantime, up and away! Oh, my apologies. I was so taken by the spectacle unfolding before me that I forgot to make my report. Well, better late than never, I suppose. Astolfo, you may wish to pay attention to your flight path. Ow! What was that? It looks like some sort of flying silver pot. Looks like you could use some help. I can feel who the fuck? Oh, hey! It's Helena on the flying saucer. Yes, it's me, Helena, flying explorer extraordinaire. What are you doing here? I mean, I thought she was dead, so... I mean, I'm very happy to see you and all, but... now that you mention it, what am I doing here? First in Agartha, no, a guy with a weird beard shot me, but I survived because I fell into a nearby river. Oh, okay. But I was still in really bad shape, so I erected a really strong barrier and went to sleep underground so that I could heal. Then, after I recovered, I started exploring Agartha itself. Oh, and I just happened upon a holy grail. I brought it back to my mobile lab and used it to power up to a super Helena, which is nice and all. But then I noticed all the shaking and I thought it might be something I did. So I decided to come out and see what was going on. You know, I actually felt like there was something different about me before I went to sleep, but I can't put my finger on it. If Helena was part of the cast in her story, she may have had some sort of inauthentic... I needed something to drink. My mouth is so dry. Not that there was any way to find out now, of course. Holy Grail underground. Perhaps that was what served as the Singularity structural core. I imagine it must have come free once the destruction was underway. Oh, Sherlock, I didn't know you were here too. No exploring for you this time, huh? Anyway, what happened to Agartha? When do I get my chance to shine? Wait, hang on. I just realized this whole landmass is flying. What sort of mystical forces are at play here? And why is it falling apart? Do I even time to explore now? Never mind that now, Helena. There's something important we need to ask you. You're the only one who can help us. Could you fit 100 people in there? Well, there's no room for them inside, but I think they could all fit on top. Master and Dion could ride on Stoffel's hippogriff, and there are other people there that need help. All you'd have to do is to get them to safety to the ground, please. I get the feeling I already missed out on all the fun stuff, and I'm not happy about that. But in the face of such heartful plea, I suppose I have no choice but to say... Oh, jeez. Of course. Just this once, I'll let you all experience how wonderful Mata Hatama is for yourselves. Get us out of here and let's end this shit. Come on. And so, they watched the events unfold from the back of Astolfo's hippogriff. Here, the story comes to a close. The fantastical city, created by soothing words of a woman terrified of death, was falling apart. A downward gaze would reveal the men aboard the flying saucer waving their hands wildly. As it made its way to the ground in what might be generously be described as an erratic manner. No doubt they will soon arrive at their homes, where their loving families await them. They will tell their wives, their children, their friends about their adventures here, and in time, most likely forget about them. That is their story, a story that only they can tell. The destruction continues apace, pieces of earth, as though suddenly remembering they are not meant to fly, make their way back to the ground where they belong, accompanied by the great sound akin to heavy rain, the peal of thunder, or a woman sobbing. Laputa, the whore, for the woman who gave it its name, one filled with self-loathing and resignation. It may have felt like a part of herself, one to which she had entrusted her fondest wish. Or perhaps it was more akin to the past she despised, one she wished to destroy by crashing into the world? No doubt such a question will find its answer, in the stories only she can tell. Yay, it's over! Right? Or is there more? Okay. Perhaps it needs a bit more. Thus, they succeeded brilliantly in carrying out the Remnant order for the underground world. But we must not forget that there were 4 pillars which escaped the Temple of Time from the Temple of Time. We know that there are other survivors still remaining. Curiously, this case, much like Shinjuku, seemed steeped in stories. Putting the question of whether these 2 cases shared similar themes aside, the time will no doubt come soon when they find themselves in the midst of another new story. That does make it clearer, but also rather superfluous. Then again, it may be important to allude to the fact that these events are still in motion. I just can't seem to find the right words for this last sentence. I think I shall have to come back to it later. Jotting down my thoughts to help pass the time is all well and good, but it's clear that I have no talent for the written word. I learned that lesson well during the case of the blanched soldier and the case of the lion's mane. If it's all going to turn out the same in the end, I may as well leave the storytelling to Watson and save myself some time. Then again, when you get right down to it, perhaps there would be no need to record my cases at all if there were a beautiful woman with a lovely voice ready to tell these stories at any time. Now, are we done? No? Okay, back in Caldia. Oh god, oh god. Oh ho! I sense a beautiful woman nearby. Oh god, this is gonna get weird fast. Oh no. Run. Guess I was imagining things. Could have sworn I smelled perfume though. Oh well. Guess I'll just have to go back to casually showing off my muscles with Celtic push-ups. Back when I was a kid, I used to do this whenever I had a spare minute in order to train. But now that I've put on all this muscle, I only ever do it to show off, don't I? Huh, huh, huh. Alright, beautiful woman. Feel free to pass through this hall. Feast your eyes on these manly muscles and be overcome with lust anytime now. Okay. There! Lucius curves at 12 o'clock. Not again. You know, I haven't bedded many women lately. Maybe I've lost my touch. Better find a way to turn things around before it's too late. How the hell are you gonna do that? I was too close. I must be certain to never, ever run into him. After all, I don't want to die just yet. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you alluded to there. Now it's over. Woo! Give me that grail. I really need something to drink. My voice is like dying. Oh, we did it. Yay, happily ever after. I guess. Give me that grail. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yee boy. Thank you. Okay, so that was Agartha, guys. Not my favorite story, but I didn't hate it. Like, it's okay. I got all these free quests. Heck yeah. But, I want to ask you guys. I don't understand the problem with this singularity. Why do people hate it? Because I don't see... Because when people heard this was coming and everything, like, oh, it's this story. No, not this one. They were, like, so mad about it and everything. And I'm like, why do people hate that one? I don't really understand. Like, I hated in a way of battles because Megalos was fucking stupid. But everything else, I'm like, why'd they hate it? With story-wise, I mean, it's fine. It's like, it's not my favorite story, but it wasn't that bad. So, if y'all could elaborate on that, it'd be great. So, I will see you guys in whatever Let's Play, whatever video I do next is, okay? Bye!